Hey all, welcome to Holy After Dust Outdoors. Uh, so anyway, I talked about my 22 mag quite a few times and everything. I did a video of shooting it on the range and everything, but let's get up and close and personal with it. So this is my go-to, most carried rifle. It's my 22 mag that I keep talking about and everything. It's Savage Model 93. It's got the target barrel on it, Thumbhole stock, the vent too. It's a tack driver, and of course I got a small pod on it, and it's just a cheapie. It's not a Caldwell. I got a Nikon Pro Staff 4 to 12 by on it. It's got the BDC in it. The scope does. I did have a Scorpion on it. I didn't like the Scorpion. I ended up just giving it to a good friend of mine, one of my best friends. So like I said before, I like having a sling on my rifle, but with the bipod, as you can see, it can be uncomfortable once in a while, but with the padding, it helps. So, but I did have it hooked up to the slings attachment here, but I prefer it here. I do take this off and everything once in a while to shoot. I'm still on the wall about having a pod on it, or just using the pod on the range there and everything. I'm going to start doing a lot more freehand shooting and everything, so everything's sighted in now, so now it's time to get that down to business. This one I don't worry, I point, I shoot, it drops. But by other rifles, it's starting to warm up. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be able to get out to the range and everything without any wind and everything. But anyway, so this is a very comfortable Thumbhole stock. That's why I like it so much. I kind of wasn't too sure about Thumbhole stocks. Actually, the first one I saw was on Crocodile Dundee. He had that Thumbhole stock on his 303 Enfield in that movie, and I thought that was kind of neat. But this is the only rifle I have with Thumbhole stock. It's really comfortable. It fits me well. As you can see, it is unloaded. It is a mag fed, so I got 2 5-round mags and 4 10-round mags for it. So I got 50 rounds, and it makes for a good ground squirrel shoot, or as we call them, gophers. So I like to carry my mags and stuff in a fanny pouch and everything. Ammo, it just makes it handy and accessible. This rifle does shoot. I do have this rifle sighted in for, actually I have it sighted in at 75 yards. I'm just, with the 22, even 22 mag, I'm just more comfortable with that. So we have the 5-round mags and the 10-round mags. Now they're really expensive, so this way I can just switch out my mags and then load. So like I said, I got four 4 10 rounds and then 2 5 rounds. Sometimes the 5 rounds because they go flush. These stick out quite a bit. So this gun does have trouble. If it's not a Spire bullet, like the CCI Stinger hollow points, for some reason it doesn't like to feed. And I saw on a YouTube video, you gotta play with little tips on the mags, these here, so it lifts up the bullet. Otherwise the bullet doesn't want a chamber. But these Hornady, what I shoot, and pretty much all I shoot in it is is these Hornady 30 grain VMAX 22 mags. So they are moving at 2200 FPS, 100 yards, it's 1421, and 200 yards is 1022, or 1002, sorry. And yeah, I did have it sighted in at 100 yards, but most of my shot, I'm more comfortable at 75 yards with it, especially when I'm freehand. You know, it's nice and heavy. It's heavier, so you don't have the shake so much, but I'm still getting up there in age and starting to get the shakes. But anyway, yeah, so I shoot these exclusively through it, and these were actually the best groups it did. With the CCI Stingers, it groups really good, but like I said, the feeding problem just drove me nuts. So a friend of mine, he's got a Marlin, and they feed perfectly well in that Marlin. So I ended up just giving them the, actually it was pretty cool. Actually, it was the Tudum CCI 22. So I'm going to give these to my buddy and everything, and this is Troy Landry's brand of CCI. Pretty cool anyway. But yeah, it just doesn't like to feed those CCIs. One day I'll get a couple more 5 round mags, and I'll play with them and see if it actually works. But anyway, so this here, it's really smooth feeding. Like, it is just like butter. And of course it's got the Accutrigger on it and everything, so it's just, it's just butter, And then like, this is just a cheap online bipod, but for the price, I'm not going to complain. I've never had a problem with this. It does, I'm not even going to say the name brand, because it is a cheapie, but it does the job. But it doesn't, you have to watch it, because unlike a Caldwell, after a few shots, this here does loosen up, and the pod will start swimming on you. But for what I paid for it, I'm not going to complain very much, considering I do take it off quite often and then just shoot it without the pod. But I can say, like, oh, sorry, Nikon is a 3x9. I thought it was a 4, but the Scorpion was a 4x12. Anyway, yeah, so the scope is the Pro Staff Rimfire Nikon. I absolutely wish Nikon still made scopes, because they're one of my favorite scopes. I've got Nikon. Unfortunately, 2 other rifles that moved on had the Nikon Buck Master or whatever it was called on those, and I forgot to take them off and replace them. So I'm down to 3 Nikon scopes, one on my Kodiak and one on my GBL and one on this one. But if you can find Nikon scopes, I highly recommend them. I do like Leupold, of course, and Vortex, and actually nowadays, the $400 range scopes and stuff, they are really, really, they're a good scope. But anyway, scopes, unlike when I was growing up, where, you know, it was, if you spent $200 on a scope, you were, you know, it was the luck of the draw. You know, you might get a lemon or you might not. But I really at first I wasn't too sure about these Accutriggers and everything. You know, it was just because it looked odd to me and everything. But I absolutely love them. And like I said, the action works like just butter. Like, oh my God, like, so, and it holds really, really nice. It is, they are a longer barrel. They're a 20-inch barrel, but it is all target crowned and everything, and it has seen a lot of rounds since I've had this rifle now. Let's see. 2012, so 14 years, and it's never failed me. Well, except for the feeding with the CCIs on the range there, but out in the field, I like I said, I just shoot Hornady exclusively through this, and but the Accutrigger, yeah, I absolutely fell in love with it. Like, so, and Mossberg, I had both Mossbergs. Both had those. I had one in 308 and one in 6.5 Creedmoor, but moved them on to. So I was downsizing, didn't want to buy another safe. Anyway, yeah, so they used to make these in 223 and 204 Ruger, I believe. But they had, of course, the different mag, but they did have Thumbhole stock. They were kind of neat rifle. I saw one on my travels at a mom and pop store, and I should have bought it. And you know, it's Savage. Those must be quite common because they're a really nice rifle. And actually, that was the only one I saw. And when I talked to the guy, it was a 223. And when I talked to the guy, he said, yeah, they come in 204, 223, 22. I think 22 Hornet too. But oh well, like I said before in the last video, you snooze, you lose. But if you come across one of these, like a lot of these, you can find a lot in the 17, which I don't have a 17, so I'm not gonna, and I've never shot a 17, so I cannot say plus minus. Reason I chose the 22 mag is because I walked in the shop, this was sitting there with the scope, the price was right, and it was a 22 mag, and 22 mag is as common as 22 long rifle everywhere I go. So but I do buy bulk because I go through so many rounds with this one, especially shooting around squirrels. But it's a great truck gun. Like I've shot coyotes with this one, badgers, fox, you know, animals that size with one shot and they're down, where 22 long rifle, like I said in the last video with my Ruger, it would take a couple shots to knock the damn thing down, unless I got them in the melon. But anyway, it is a heavier gun, so it does get heavy when you're walking out in the field and everything. But when I'm shooting, I'm either on my quad or so. Weight doesn't matter to me. Well, it does, but I like a rifle with a little heft to it now that I'm at my age, because a lighter rifle, I find I am a little shakier. I do have the Weaver rings and on it. It is grooved for the scope mounts. The receiver is, but accuracy wise, it's unreal. Like at 75 yards, like 10 shots, and I can put a nickel over top of my rounds and everything. So and it's really pleasant to shoot. Like it's a little louder than 22 long rifle, of course, but you can't tell the recoil at all. Like there's nothing there. Mind you, I got a little weight behind me, right? So anyway, I thought I'd just do seated desktop, show you a better view of this rifle. Yeah, I can't say how much I enjoy it. Like I just, it leaves me speechless sometimes, the shots I've made with this. Anyway, so this is my Savage Model 93, and like I said, they come in 22 mag, 17, and like the 17 calibers, and I would highly recommend. Even like they got different models without Thumbhole stock, with a normal stock on it. They have one, I forget the brand of it. I'm actually thinking about buying it too. It's the cut down version stock of it. I think they're really neat, especially with the green laminate. But I have no problems with Savage. Like all the Savages I've owned, and like I said, my 223 is a Savage. I've never had one that didn't shoot, so didn't group well or anything like that. So, but yeah. So anyway, check out the Savage Model 93. If you're interested in buying a 22 mag or even the 22, Savage is a good way to go, and they're not they're still at a good price. So, but anyway, y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. Y'all have a great weekend, and God bless y'all. Take care.